All right, so today we are back with another story. This is from r/off my chest. Ex-wife is having a funeral for our daughter's assaulter. I'm beyond pissed off today. My ex-wife is having a funeral for her husband today. A man that sexually assaulted my daughter all of 2022 after having groomed her for the last 2 years.
Damn.
So wait, what? I'm a little confused. His ex-wife
So
has a husband. Oh, okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
she remarried this guy, and then that new guy was the one grooming his daughter.
yeah,
All right. Sorry, I'm a little slow today.
that's okay. How are we all?
Yeah, I know. Rough day. The guy was guilty. My daughter, age 14, finally found the strength to confide in a friend who called the cops. Child Protective Services and the Sheriff's Department both did forensic interviews and believed her to be credible. Prior to arrest, the guy killed himself rather than face judgment. Oh, damn. I'm glad he's dead, but wanted to see his face on the news and in court. So to skip over a lot of the aftermath, my ex-wife, who, as a Stepford wife, cares more about appearances, that everything is cookie cutter and normal, is going through with a funeral for the POS. She refuses to acknowledge that anything is wrong and has legitimately told me that I'm making it more than it was. Oh, what? Every part of me wants to show up at the funeral, yell in front of all his clueless friends and family about how he was a child, and kick over the casket. I even looked for groups that could protest outside the thing. I'm just so lost and angry. Update. My ex-wife is having a funeral for our daughter's assaulter. Hello all, I want to thank everyone for reaching out and the encouragement. I wanted to give you a small update on the events since my last post. So my ex-wife did end up having the funeral for her husband. My girls were in attendance as their mother demanded, even though it had been explained to me that they were going to have the option of attending. Despite my every desire to appear and ruin everything, I chose not to. I did, however, alert several advocacy groups, and they in turn blew up the funeral home's website obituaries to the point that they stopped allowing posts for the assaulter. Probably contacted the freaking CC unit, Colorado Pet Patrol, all the predator catchers and shit. in the months since, however, I have fortunately had some positive happenings in my life. Despite what was seemingly overwhelming evidence, my attempt at emergency custody was denied by the family court. There are still so many judges that are anti-father. Even with this setback, however, my oldest daughter has returned to my life. I've gotten to spend time with her every other weekend since at her choice. She has shared her last 3 years with me, and it has been heartbreaking. On top of the sexual abuse, there was a pregnancy that was terminated, 2 suicide attempts and hospitalizations, and a police investigation of the circulation of her photos amongst, quote, collectors. All of these circumstances were hidden from me and not disclosed or acknowledged by my ex. Despite all of this, the judge still supports keeping the girls in her custody. My daughters are both getting therapy and counseling, the oldest because of the events and the younger due to her neglect. Although my ex swears that she's fine and doesn't really need it, but she's delusional. Karma has a way of turning out, though, as my ex is being sued by her late husband's children and former employer over theft and forgery. I have decided and will maintain the mantra that I don't care what my ex is doing in her personal life, but will only get involved when it directly concerns the well-being of my daughters. So in that regard, it has been a struggle, yet I'm rebuilding a fragile relationship, and we've actually bonded over shared trauma. I have a small suspicion and self-doubt right now about her, but I'm going to try and remain hopeful. Thanks again, and I will update again in the future as my fight is not over. Wow, what a story.
Damn. Yeah, I thought we were gonna cover more scams, but goddamn, this one.
Yeah, we're going full throttle today.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, damn, that's probably every father's probably every father's worst nightmare. You know,
worst nightmare. Yeah.
How bad was he that you fucking decided to get a pedophile and shit? Yeah, that just doesn't make sense and shit. So I don't know.
We're going into the territory of the red pill stuff and stuff. I'll leave that for them to figure out.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's basically like the grass isn't always greener. I mean, it really isn't. Like sometimes you're just better off.
But you know what? Sometimes it is. So I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you know, some of my exes, you know, they left their exes for me. Anyways, what kind of comments does this thread have?
I think we're getting off track here. Like, yeah, this really kind of reinforces the whole the courts always favor the mom over the dad.
Yeah.
Dad gets screwed over in this case.
Mm-hmm. Not only him, but like the daughters too. Like now they're like
the daughters too, yeah, obviously. Well, now they've been abused, so
they've been abused. It's like emotional damage. No, like trauma and all that stuff. Like you're not. I don't know. You just grow up not being the same, or not being the same, but not how you're supposed to be. Probably like a normal girl or woman, stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I guess the only positive part of it is that she ended up becoming closer to her dad. I guess says that they started to bond at the end. So
yeah,
there's that at least. Trying to look at the good stuff. Oh, my dog keeps scratching my door.